Welcome to Rusty Bug Restorations. I've been in business for over 30 years. I'm the sole proprietor here. We stock parts for your everyday services. As you can see, we're ready to go when you're ready to get a tune-up for some brakes. And we'll show you the shop. Here inside is the Rusty Bug Restorations 21 Window Deluxe. Very popular vehicle. Every flip phone comes up at an intersection taking pictures of this. Very interesting car to many, and many have very fond memories of back in the day. And then over here we have a car that we're doing for a man named Frank. It's his 56, and this was a pretty rough car when it came in. Didn't have major rust, but it had lots of dents. One thing that's really good about this car is he still had the original hood, which is really hard to find, and the original fenders. We were able to reconstruct all of the body panels on this and keep the car original. In the back of the shop here, we have a 1970 VW van that had a very common problem when it came in. When you check your oil on these cars, a big mistake people make, especially on the vans, because they have a lot of storage room in there, is they use it to store spare parts, a cleanup rag, things like that. Well, that is a very bad idea, because these things get sucked into the cooling fan and damage the engine. It blocks off the airflow and causes the car to overheat. And this 1970 van came in with the very same thing, which burnt out his brand new motor. And here, over here in this van, is the paper from his fuel pump replacement with the gasket still in it, nicely fitted into the 3/4 of the fan, which caused his motor to overheat and burn it out. Over here next is a 73 that I'm working on for Steve. And this was a really nice low mileage car that somebody got tired of and threw in the woods. So needless to say, it was very rough, but it was still savable and not in a condition to where it needed major rust repair, but it had a lot of bottom surface rust that had to be sandblasted, and POR 15 had to be applied. We basically are just cleaning this car up. We're not going crazy with it, but it's coming out very nicely because it wasn't such a bad car to begin with. One good feature about some of the aftermarket parts out there is like these taillight assemblies. The original assemblies were an aluminum base with a plastic lens, and they get pretty beat up. But what's nice today is you can buy a brand new Hella unit complete with the bulb mounting units and everything else. And you pop it in there and you get that nice brand new look to it, which is really nice. And then the engine has been gone through and checked out and resealed and re-ringed, and he's ready to go. And we have over here a 1967, which belongs to Hayden. He has had this car for many years, almost since it was new, and has kept it up very well. It's in today for some transmission replacement. It's got a main shaft bearing noise, and it's popping out of gear, and it needs to have some service taken on it. But he's kept this car very well. The interior is original, paint and everything. Even the carpet is original on it. We restored the exterior of the car and rebuilt the engine years ago. And he uses this as his grocery getter, and he has many years of enjoyment in this car.